So, I saw Suicide Squad tonight. First off, I would just like to say I was terrified going into this because of everything I've heard based on this movie. Whether it comes to the reshoots, whether it comes to all of the bad reviews. Those reviews out there who say that this movie is worse than Fantastic Four and Green Lantern and all of those things. God damn, you guys are fucking ruthless. Alright, so I will just say this right now. Suicide Squad doesn't suck, but I understand your reviews. I understand where you guys are coming from, what you see when it comes to there being issues with the movie. To me, Suicide Squad should be this fun movie about a bunch of bad guys trying to redeem themselves in some weird way by doing something to stop the world from ending. So almost like a bad versus evil sort of thing instead of good versus evil, which they sort of did. Unfortunately, I'm going to be honest, this movie could have been structured a lot better. So, where my first problem lies is I feel like a lot of the people in Suicide Squad, in the movie in general, didn't get the exposition they needed. So, Enchantress got some exposition, fucking Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, or whatever his name is, Harley Quinn, of course. Some of the main guys in it got their exposition, which is fine. However, there are a couple of times, case in point, Kitana, who's this badass Asian samurai lady. She basically got the exposition of, hey guys, I just showed up, I'm late. And then they just kind of throw in the fact of, oh, by the way, her husband died, so she carries around this sword that has his soul in it. I felt as if the exposition was very much needed in this case, because a lot of people don't know about Suicide Squad. And Suicide Squad, the comic, the current run, the New 52, is fucking awesome. I get what they were kind of going for was like the opposite version of like the Guardians of the Galaxy sort of thing, where you take all of these fucking knuckleheads and try and get them to save the world by doing what they do. And I get that. The problem lies where you have two really well-known villains who are kind of badass in their own right, and then you stick them with a bunch of other villains who don't necessarily have a strong standing in the comics, or even in the movies. One thing I want to bring up is Harley Quinn. They basically went the route of, oh, she's the Joker's girlfriend, and that's it. I think they could have expanded upon Harley Quinn, because it was more or less just like, okay, so she's formerly known as Dr. Harleen Quinzel, and Stockholm Syndrome happened. Margot Robbie did a fantastic job, though, as Harley Quinn, and I hope to God if she's actually going through with that self-produced Harley Quinn movie, that it's going to be amazing, because Birds of Prey and Batgirl and all that good shit, we need to see that happen. Deadshot, let's go into Deadshot, because that was a good one. I would say that Deadshot is almost the equivalent of a Punisher, in a sense, if just the Punisher was a straight-up villain. I thought Will Smith was probably the key part of this movie. It doesn't surprise me, though, seeing as, like, he's a big name in movies, and as much as everyone thought Harley Quinn was going to be, like, the character to look at, Will Smith stole the show. Just to do a comparison here, if you did the same amount of character development and character exposition that you did for Deadshot, but do it for, like, Diablo, this would go over fucking well. Everyone would be established, and it would make for a better story. So, most importantly about this movie, this is the movie where Jared Leto debuts his Joker. This is the movie everybody's been looking forward to, because the last Joker we had, unfortunately, died rather suddenly, and everyone would like to have seen more of Heath Ledger. Everyone would have loved to see more of Heath Ledger. I know that for a fact, based on the fact that he won the Oscar for Best Supporting Role, all of the stuff that came out about him after the fact, the demons he had to face post-Joker, that is fucking intense. I was told going into this movie, if you keep in mind that this is not the Heath Ledger Joker, if you keep in mind this is not the Mark Hamill Joker, you're gonna be fine. And I said, you know what? Okay, this is Jared Leto. He's not Heath Ledger. He's stepping into the shadow of giants essentially here. And then Jared Leto opened his mouth. My problem is the fact that you have this guy who looks as he does, but sounds exactly like Heath Ledger's Joker. Like he's got that Tom Waitsy sort of, let's put a smile on that face sort of thing. Like he's got that very deranged sounding manner of speaking. Honestly, like I feel like he was just trying too hard. I like this Joker, but I feel like he hasn't come into his own yet. I feel like he's got a lot of work to do. Plus the fact that I want to see more of the fucking Joker because he was only in it for like 10 goddamn minutes. If you add up all the time that the Joker is in this movie, he's in it for about 10 minutes. So give or take with that, it kind of sucks. I wanted to see more of him. This script was lacking in a lot of stuff. Like I said before, the exposition, a lot of the dialogue is very forced. If you can get past some of the forced dialogue, you're going to be in for a fun ride. Again, absolute popcorn flick. It's a summer movie through and through. It's nothing but action and one-liners and just characters being funny in certain situations. And you know what, to be honest, I think the reviews for Suicide Squad are going way overboard. Like, honestly, I don't think this is the cancer of cinema. I don't think it's another nail in the DCCU coffin. And yeah, I will admit it was overhyped, but honestly, I enjoyed the movie. Just do yourself a favor and enjoy the movie for what it is. Honestly, you can pick a few plot holes in it, you can pick a few holes in the dialogue and the script and whatnot. I have a firm feeling that DC was behind a lot of the major re-edits to the movie. I feel like there was a re-edit done, and I feel like David Ayer's vision necessarily wasn't fulfilled on screen, which I'm hoping for when a Suicide Squad director's cut comes out, we're gonna see the true vision, and it's gonna be glorious. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this. Hopefully you like this. Do me a favor, like and subscribe. I'll have more content out on this channel soon. I'll talk to you later. This is Marty, signing off. Have a good one.